Test. Testing. Testing. I don't know. Well, hello everyone. I don't know if my audio is working, so it's Clyde with PT3D, and I am going to give you an update. But I need to check and see if we're actually working. So let's I don't know. Let's do something. What can we do? I suppose we can, you know what? Here, let's bring you over here. That way I can kind of look at you while I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing, because I don't know what I'm doing. How often do I know what I'm doing? All right, let's find out what is going on here and see if we've got audio. Hey, TK, how you doing? Is this close enough for everybody? Trying to make sure that I have audio. So if you can verify that I have audio, then I don't have to go through the hassle of looking. Oh, okay. So you're saying my audio is working. Excellent. So I got this lavalier mic like right up my nose here. So, oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, TK. Good to see you. It's been a while. Oh, good to see you. It's been a while. Yeah, see? So what I'm doing is I'm making a gift. What gift? These two droids. I can't really... Well, I'll show you guys, because I think the... Hey, Paul, how you doing? Sorry. Okay, now I'm going to switch back over here. That way I can actually, be looking at the chat, which is on that window right there, and not on this one over here. And then I can be like, hey, how you doing? I can't stream on my laptop because I'm using the laser. And what I have noticed, and if the fan over here is too much, let me know. I can turn that off. So anyway, yeah, the fan is, or the laptop freaks out horribly. Been about lurking, trying to sort out the new computer and get models done. Nice. I have some new beta test resin from Anycubic turning up today. Nice. That's pretty awesome, dude. Yeah, if TK, if you're not up to speed, I do have a laser to add to the 3D printing stuff. Yeah, I've got some resin that I bought a while back. It was, I think, the same stuff that you saw. This is the Monoprice stuff that I've actually used on some of my 3D prints to kind of smooth them. And that actually worked out fairly well. It took a little while to cure. I ended up putting them in the window over here and letting them set for a few hours, and then they hardened up pretty nice. So, so what am I working on? Yeah, no, I definitely did that. Well, I'm working on a couple of things right now. Number one is I'm going to be doing a laser burning project here in a minute. I have to actually... Sorry, I'm getting over a cold too. And this lacquer-based stuff from Rust-Oleum is aggravating it right now because there's just a little bit of that in the air. And it is aggravating my cough a little bit. I should have actually brought something to drink with me, but oh well, I forgot. So we're going to initialize laser. Oh, yeah, I'm going to initialize with what? I don't even have it plugged in. Yeah, it's I did it outside, so it's not like I didn't do it inside, but I'm going to plug my laser in here. Okay. Now we're going to initialize. And we're going to unlock the rail. I'm trying to do like two things at once here, so bear with me. I'm trying to... I got to line up this job here. And of course, with black lacquer, it makes it a little bit complicated because I have to be able to see what I'm doing, because the shadows are just wicked. I think that looks pretty good. What I'm doing now is I'm going to position my laser and try to see if I can get it to hit the corner like I'm trying for. Ah. All right, we got the corner. So that's done. Now I just got to verify my dimensions with my imaginary tape measure, which is right here. And I think these are supposed to be 7 by 9. So I'm going to verify that. And they are not 7 by 9. It's definitely 9. Let me flip this over. Yeah, I think I can fudge with that and call it 7 by 9. Okay, so that measurement is good. I got to open up Inkscape. Message retracted. Oh, come on. It's okay if you misspell things. I do it all the time. So, all right, while this is loading, I can share with you what I have been working on this week. Yes, it can burn through wood to an extent. I wouldn't say that it's particularly proficient at it, but it is a 40-watt laser. So no, it can do birch and stuff like that as long as it doesn't get too thick. But let's see if TK, if you can get this on the first guess. What do you think I've been working on this week? Any guesses? Any guesses? A lot of people in the 3D, no idea. This is the InMove robot. I'm actually working on the head, and this is probably the biggest continuous print to date that I've done. This was a 66.5-hour print. I had multiple parts on this printer, and yeah, so this is an upcoming project that I am working on. Oh, this is actually from I believe he's from France, a French creator. He originally he's done so many projects, it's not even funny. But the print quality actually came out really nice. I was very impressed. There was a couple of kind of where the lines didn't quite come together, not in the layer on the Z, but kind of on the X and Y, so it didn't quite extrude thick enough. So I still need to dial in. Yes, the Chiron is actually working very well. In fact, I just cleaned the build plate, which I know, funny, haha, the other day, and I used isopropyl alcohol. This stuff here, and I don't have to worry about getting demonetized because I'm not monetized. And yeah, I cleaned off the build plate, and holy crap, the parts stick so well. I actually have to use my part remover tool, which is right here. So, and if you're not familiar with my part removal tool, let me explain. This part removal tool is a chisel. It doesn't flex, it doesn't bend, and if you put it with this edge down on any of your build surfaces and just kind of work it to the edge of the part, once you get just underneath it, you can go pop it, and you don't have to worry about losing fingers or bleeding. So I am Matt. How are you, buddy? It's very good to see you, sir. Anybody else that I will give you a quick tour of the the K40, if you guys haven't seen it. This is my carefully calibrated popsicle stick. It lets me know. All right, I'm closing that to help it gas out. Yeah, I know. I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say it out loud because, I was hoping to keep you on so we could get caught up. But you should definitely not get too crazy. Why don't I bring you guys over my shoulder here so you can maybe see what's going on? I don't know if you can or not. I mean, it's not a great image, so my apologies for that. This K40, it's a 40-watt laser, and I will show you the build dimensions here shortly once I get back over there. Well, I know it's like literally within arm's reach, but I want to get started on this, and I can show you kind of a little bit about what I'm doing. This is for personal use, so I'm not really concerned about, specific copyright violations. I'm not selling anything. Yeah, it's only 8:30 p.m. mat time. So we're going to open up preferences, and we are printing long ways on the X. Oh, I don't need preferences. Oh my God, what am I doing? Document properties. All right, let's switch this to inches and inches. And our width is 9, and our height is 7. So now that we have that, we can close this for a minute. We'll bring this down to give us 3/4 of an inch. Let's see what we got here. Let's get it close enough. All right, so we want, this is right at 7. So we're going to go to, all right, so that's 7. That's 7. That's a half. So we're going to give us 3/4 of an inch on each side, just to be sure. And then we're going to come in 3/4 of an inch on the back. So we can define our build area. Hi, Brian. Wow, good grief, dude. I got to stream more often if you guys are going to show up like this. Sorry I haven't been streaming. I do have a new job. I'm kind of doing a helping with a startup. So I have late night hours now instead. So I'm working from like 5 to 11:30 at night, my time. So 5 p.m. to 11:30. So my nighttime when I get home is about almost 1 o'clock. So I sleep until, well, I usually end up getting to sleep around 2 or 3 in the morning, and then I sleep until like 11 o'clock. So yeah, it does, since I'm, as I like to say, not monetized. Oh no, I lost my my screen. There we go. All right, so let's see. We want to put text in here, but we need to find an appropriate image. Yeah, I know. Let's see. We want to see like something mother birthday inspirational quotes or something like that. Yeah, go get your coffee, man. I would never begrudge somebody their coffee. Are you kidding me? If I had coffee, I'd drink it. I don't have coffee, so I can't drink it. Oh, let's see. This is kind of cheating too, by the way. Because what I want is images. Oh, you know what we could do? We can add a layer of difficulty. Mother, wife, birthday, inspirational quotes. Hmm. We can make it even more complicated. I'll tell you what, my computer right now that I'm streaming on is like absolutely freaking out right now. I think the cooler fan is about ready to like kill me. Hmm. Oh. Sorry, this thing seems really appropriate. Really? Come on. Nope. That didn't work. Well, that was quick. You must have been brewing it before you started talking, huh? Put some books under each side of the laptop. Oh, it's not the laptop that's freaking out. It's my computer. It's my fault, though, because, well, there's somewhat restricted airflow. Trying to find something inspirational for mom/wife that would be kind of, from me and the kids, but be something worthwhile. So if you guys see anything, you let me know. Maybe I'll just do a kind of a mom thing instead. Something Celtic. Could be something Celtic. Flowers. That could be flowers. Could work. Ideally, it'd be black and white. I could do that for my daughter. She would love that. Oh, it's an A. I'm kind of digging this one, though. Wonder how that would come out. Apart from mom. Yeah, A is an apple. Let's see what we got. Not sure how that looks, but let's see how that comes out. Let me bump the... Let's see how that looks. Ah, that's not actually that bad. Well, hello, Robbie McCartney. Infernmalasargual. Photon or Photon S? You talking about for the laser? Oh, you're talking about, okay, never mind. You're talking about, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm behind the moment. I understand now. Yeah, it took me a second, but I figured you must have been referring to that. Hey, it's always better to be to err on the side of caution, in my opinion. Not that that's worth much, but besides, you're going to be stuck with it when you get it, so you got to make sure you like it. Oh, I'm going to have to. There we go. And we're going to have to center that. There we go. And I'm going to have to move all of this up a little tiny bit because it is just a little bit too far down. I think it's time to make some smoke. I do think it is time to make some smoke. I think I need to come down a little bit, though. Yeah, we'll go right there. And we got to unplug our mouse because for some reason this thing crashes mid-print if I don't. So that's the only thing I have found that causes it so far. All right. So now I'm gonna minimize this and minimize this. And then I'm going to open the design file. use my Moai. I tend to use the Photon more. I can understand, but I've never actually used either, so I do want to get one day. I have some stuff that I may end up having to do with it, but I have to get some business in order to actually, quantify getting one. So business is important. Otherwise, it's just a hobby. Yeah. Oh, I can understand that, buddy. I'm not quite self-employed yet, but if all goes well, in a manner of speaking, I will be. Half-tone dither. Cut inside first. Use rotary settings. All right, so we're going to do this at 300 millimeters per second. Our power level is going to be I think we're going to set that for a 2, because I really think that 2 would be ideal for that. And then we're going to start this sucker up. So you guys want to see a laser, right? So let me bring this over here. That way you can see the laser. Let me fix my cable. There we go. Because you don't need to see my ugly mug when you can see something going pew pew. All right. There we go. Let's do this. Maybe I have another 300 pounds to pay off on the new PC. Oh, I still need a PC. I don't have one yet. I'm still working with the old stuff. Would love to get a new one though. Okay. Everything is on and running. Sending the image. Yep. No, there is not. So basically, I initially get to look kind of above the laser, top down, to see if it's cutting. And it is. And once I'm sure it's cutting and it's not catching on fire, I will switch over and watch the view that you have. But you don't get to see me, so you just have to listen to me talk while the machine's running. So I'm going to sit my butt down. Oh, held for review. Oops, hold on. Oh, you got it. Okay. Still sort of niche. Need to play with more with the 3D printer or 3D painter. Oh yeah, I've heard that's actually a lot of fun. I haven't myself been able to do it, but hold on, I gotta get up and look at this thing while you guys are talking. Okay. Man, that thing is still making a little bit of soot on there. Oh well. I've got the freaking air assist turned off because it was blowing it right onto it. It's got to be better. I just haven't looked. Reminds me of MS Paint, except in 3D. Yeah. I don't know. There's been a couple of videos on YouTube. I'm not sure what they were using, but I did see that. And they seem to be having a lot of fun with it. Oh, you know what I could do? I wonder if this light's too bright for you. How's that? Nope. It doesn't make a difference. No, we are actually lasering wood. This is one of those kind of award plaques. It looks like this, with the little, that kind of the routed edges. The only thing I'm interested in is whether or not it catches on fire, because it's got fairly fresh lacquer paint on it. as I was mentioning earlier. And that's the only thing I'm worried about. But I think being in there, it's actually been able to sufficiently air itself out. Because if it catches on fire, that would be bad. Yes. Yes. That's what you're seeing. And if you're seeing an inverted image, that's a YouTube live stream thing. I don't know why. There may be a way to invert the image, but because I'm actually not using OBS right now because OBS is on my other computer. This is Windows 8 or whatever on this computer, so it's not a Windows 10 machine, so I don't have OBS installed on this. I probably could, but honestly, this computer is so old, I'm actually surprised I'm getting the stream quality that I am, and it seems to be doing really well. So I have cut 1/4-inch acrylic with this laser. Are you talking about how deep is it right now? Yeah, that is true. Covering it with tape does, because the tape is almost like it's not even there. But in this particular situation, it's not a big deal. Yeah, it's probably about 1.5 millimeters, maybe 2 millimeters. I'd have to caliper it to actually tell you. I was going for a deep image because I'm going to clear coat this with another coat of lacquer. So I wanted to make sure I had plenty of detail so it didn't get lost, because that black is pretty powerful. So the idea was to kind of simulate a piano finish on this one. I haven't yet, but I can. I can also do aluminum, and I can do glass, which I have done glass actually. Wait, what are we talking about with the colored resins? Is that for like the photon? Yeah, you really do. If you could be here, it would remind you of like sitting at camp, on a kind of a spring or a fall, where you've got the little fireplace going and you could smell that kind of the wood burning. Because this is kind of like I think this is probably pine. Let me look. It is. I don't know. It doesn't actually say. It's either pine or I don't know. Could be a something else, but it doesn't actually say on there what it is. But I will say that the image is looking pretty snazzy. Nice crisp lines. The laser's nice and in focus. The rastered image isn't great, but I was kind of going for like a kind of a sort of a kid look. Oh, yeah, actually I could. I don't have any colored. Well, I could make colored resin, to be honest. I've got some pigments and stuff here. I actually do have syringes too. I had some donated to me that I could. Yeah, there's not really a limit to the wood. I've just recently asked people on Facebook if they had any tiles they wanted to get rid of. I would be happy to take them off their hands. I did a tile job on some slate the other day. Hey, Kelly. Man, it is good to see you, buddy. Yeah, actually, now that I have this one, I'm starting to realize that a bigger one has much more flexibility in what I want to do. I can actually set this one up to do tumblers too, as well. How are you, Mike? We are burning I talked about my new job this week with the 3D petrified wood. Maybe a problem. It's basically stone at that point, and I can do stone. So I couldn't do stone awesome, but I could definitely do some surface stuff. And then if you seal it, it'll preserve it. But if you like really kind of rub it too much, then it sort of kind of fades. So yeah, stone's not the best. Doing stone, you'd be better off either having a much higher powered laser, but you also run the risk of, blowout and stuff when you're heating up areas too much. But yeah, stone hasn't been a thing. But yeah, anyway, I have been 3D printing. I've got more than almost 100 hours of 3D printing done this week for the in-move robot project that I'm doing. I wanted to surprise you, Mike, for one of the times that we do a live stream together, if I can get myself out of bed. But yeah, I actually want to make the in-move robot head. I want to mount it to my table, and then I want to patch chatbot through it, so it talks when people are typing in chatbot. Just thought that would be fun. I'm also trying to figure out how to do because it has facial recognition that I'm going to set up on it. So when people come in my lab, it'll start talking to them. I thought that'd be kind of fun too. But yeah, anyway, I've got a lot of parts I still need to order before I can really start assembling this thing. The servos are $36 a piece, and I need 3 of them, and I just have not had any extra money. So that's why we do handicrafts for people's birthdays, because we already have the components for it. And hopefully this is more special. I don't know what resolution this is printing at to be, or burning at. I'm running it at 300 millimeters per second right now, which seems to be fairly standard for cutting. The default for this software is 100 millimeters per second, just so you know. Yeah, it's way faster than I could carve it. Well, actually, I couldn't carve it because I suck at carving, but it would take me like a year to do that. But another thing too, one of the things you can do with this that actually bring out that, make the stuff pop. If I wasn't raster engraving such large fonts, because I wanted it to really be, seen, then you could actually do outline with the vector engrave, which is actually a really cool function. Oh, no, I wasn't thinking you were complaining. Why, did I sound like I was offended? Sorry, I wasn't trying to be. So yeah, no, it's this has been a absolute freaking amazing fun toy to have. I'm still waiting on some potential clients to get back to me, but they have some stuff they want. Will I use alpha maps and burn the wood like a CNC using the alpha like a height map? On the short answer, if you did multiple passes on a single job, then in theory you could do that. So like, think of it like slicing with a 3D printer. You could actually set it so if you know what your depth is going to be, you could start with the perimeter and cut out the material you want with single passes. And then with the next layer, you overlap, and you could do that. And then the next, you could keep doing that, and you could end up doing an elevation map, but it would take for friggin' ever. I can, Paul. I have some people that are interested in some jobs from me. I'm actually thinking about doing some key fobs for a. I'm looking at maybe starting kind of like a foundation thing. I'm thinking about kind of kickstarting it. I'm not sure yet. I have 1,000,001 ideas that I always have. I just have to explore it before I realize it's going to suck and I can't do it. But yeah, there's a foundation I was thinking about doing where I could help people. And I have some projects that I could actually kind of sell on Kickstarter and on a website, which would help. So I don't know yet. The jury's still out on that as to whether or not it's worth doing. I mean, I think it's worth doing, but thinking about some Celtic knotwork, even if yeah, dude, Celtic knotwork is fun. I don't have one of the Celtic knots in front of me, but one of the jobs I did on the acrylic is this thing, just to give you an idea. It's really hard to get the detail. There you go. This was a test print I did. It's somewhat Celtic knotty, but it's really hard to see. But I mean, the detail on this thing was ridiculous. I was actually really impressed that it did as well as it did, considering I don't know what I'm doing. Be able to carve just along with multiple passes. Yeah. I mean, you could do multiple passes. I mean, as long as you don't move the material and your jobs are all formatted the exact same way, you could certainly do it. See your last model. I haven't seen your last model yet. Floor tiles. Really doesn't matter, actually. I was trying to get my hands on some white ones and some black ones, but I can always paint them. There's some really cool effects you can get, and once I have money, which hopefully will be in a handful of weeks here, I'm looking at buying a plugin for the Adobe Photoshop that allows me to do really, really awesome photographs. AD&D dice box. Yeah. I actually did. I don't know if you guys everybody's seen it or not, but I did my on-air sign for the upcoming podcast that we're going to be doing. And I did that out of recycled cardboard. And there's a program that you can use online. It's a URL. I can't remember what the website is, but you can actually set up the kind of finger joints you want and the thickness of the material. And I did it out of recycled cardboard and put some LEDs in it for full titles. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. If anybody wants to sell me some floor tiles, man, you know where you got my address. You know where to mail them to. It's on my ostrich egg with a Celtic carving on it with skulls. That's cool. Yeah, I've seen some really cool stuff with ostrich eggs. I know. Why am I having a brain fart? Bobby Duke, that's it. Bobby Duke has done some stuff with floor tiles. I know his beetle video he did went viral. That was awesome. Really mad props to him. He also finally came out with a T-shirt on his store that says "Wooed," because like every time he talks about wood, he can't say wood. He says "wooed," and oh my God, what a personality! I wish I could be as like excitable and like just like have that kind of presence on YouTube, but it's just not me. I mean, I'm social, but I just can't be like, get that nuts and crazy. I think they sell floor tiles at the flooring store, or yeah, they do. I can actually get them at like the local secondhand store, which it's not a secondhand store, but it's a store where they basically get like bulk insurance claims. So like if a tractor trailer like has a wreck or something gets flooded, they basically buy lots of that material. So the insurance covers it, but they end up buying out the lots, what's left, and if it works, and then they have a retail outlet for it. So I can oftentimes go there and find all kinds of cheap floor tiles. Now, it's just a matter of I don't have any money right now. I'm actually kind of in the hole a little bit. So yeah, so I get to come here with the materials that I have on hand and actually do stuff. Recycled cardboard has been absolutely awesome to cut, to get stuff done. Well, actually, you know that, Mike, because I did your logo up on the wall. So you're up on my hex wall now. I got to put Kelly up there too, just for fun. And Matt, I got to put you up there too. And I know TK, I think you still have to send me your logo for that. Hey, I appreciate Matt, or appreciate you, Matt, and I appreciate you, Kelly. You guys have been massive support for me for a long time, and I appreciate that in all different manners. So, I love you guys. You guys have been great, especially putting up with my friggin' lack of freaking updating my Patreon page. Holy crap. But you guys know I love you anyway. Eventually, I would like to actually grow the Patreon side and actually do some more interesting stuff. But I'm just not that interesting. I try to be, and I do have fun. I know. I think Kelly, you actually bought some materials for the 3D print or the laser the other day. So thanks for that. All right, Mike. You have a great night, bud. Thanks for hanging out. And Matt, you bought me a roll of filament. Well, a couple rolls. So you guys have been awesome, like I said. And it's definitely not an expectation, but like I said, I always appreciate everything you guys have done for me. Whether you can do it or whether you can't do it. It's very appreciated. And I don't know if I've ever actually said it out loud like that. So thank you both. Oh, let's see. I think that looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, I'm still sitting on trying to get some stickers made, but I really got to get a design. I'm thinking about hitting Fiverr when I have the money for the channel to actually do some stickers and stuff. Maybe that'll encourage people to want to be more involved. I get comments periodically on videos asking questions and stuff, but I know everybody's got so many different channels. I've actually cut back on a lot of the channels I watch now because it's like watching the same stuff over and over again. Drives me nuts. Well, it's probably the same thing with me though. Look up the K40 laser and look at the specs. I don't have the spec sheet in front of me. I can't touch the laser right now because it'll go out of focus. So, and the data sheet's in there. I could try and pull it up on see if I can get over to the laptop and pull it up real quick. I know you'll probably have it faster than me though. Oh, actually, no, I can't use the laptop right now. I'm terrified that if I use the laptop, it's gonna pause the print as it runs out of memory. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's actually it does a really, really good job. You saw that acrylic that I had up there. Those are really, really tight details. So I've been exceptionally impressed with it. Oops. Yeah, it looks like I went a little too deep on that. Oh, well. It'll work anyway. I didn't see that. I should have fixed that before I printed it, or lasered cut it, or whatever you want to call it. No, this one's a direct USB connection, which is why I've had issues. Sped up faster than what you are currently running and be able to power the laser efficiently. Yes, I can. The default for the K40 Whisperer program, which is what I'm using, it's not the software that came with this, but it's the software I'm using because it had pretty good reviews. The default for the raster engrave setting is 100 millimeters per second, and I have it set at 300 millimeters per second. So I haven't gone much farther above that because I don't know what the recoil's like on this. I may go a little bit, but my concern is that because it's a belt-driven system, if I get it going too far, it might stretch the belts a little bit when it gets to the end and, maybe kind of kill my resolution a little. So I haven't gone above 300 yet. Actually, the faster you go, it seems like the less burn-in you get like that. And it atomizes everything at the temperature I'm running it at. So yeah, you really don't end up with a lot of charcoal burn on the top. When you're doing deep cuts, if you cut it properly, you really don't end up with a huge amount of soot. You do end up with some, but again, it's a lot of its settings. Like the acrylic, it doesn't leave a residue because it's acrylic. But what it does is if I don't cut it successfully in one pass, then the second pass will make it kind of look strange. So, yeah, I don't know if that was specific enough for you. But yeah, I've been experimenting with a whole bunch of different stuff and materials and whatnot. And I actually put the jack in here. It's an 8x8 desk jack or lab jack. And it actually seems to work pretty well. I direct mounted it to the bottom of the machine, but there's not much rigidity there. So if I touch the machine while it's printing, it can actually move the jack a little bit. Yeah, you might be able to do that with a ball screw. I think if I was going to upgrade this, I'd probably put linear rails on it and tighten it up a little bit, because right now it's just those rollers. Change the steps, or is that burned on the controller? On this controller, I think it's set. I know you can upgrade the controller for this to get better performance, but the stock controller that this comes with is pretty weak. It does a good job, don't get me wrong, but it's pretty weak. I can't remember what they call it. Not a Smurf board, but it's I can't remember. Somebody did post that. It's in the K40 group. Of course, I can't talk, but yeah, it's in a K40 Facebook group. Those guys are off the hook. I think it's the group you want is that guy with a laser. Is the name of the group. And it has everybody from K40 up for lasers, and the group, there's no drama in the group whatsoever. It's just about lasers and people talking, about it, and they're very constructive. So that's like my favorite group, because even the K40 group is a little bit kind of, yeah. Look at that. That thing came out nice. I'll have to definitely put the Do It Wi-Fi in it then. They finally released code for CNC laser on their board. Yeah, actually, you can. I know that I've seen people actually using Octoprint as well for this particular setup. I'm not sure how complicated that is to set up, but it's definitely something. Oh yeah, see, this is. I got this is payment for a custom clipboard job I did, and I've got some more of it like behind me, and this is all like teak. So I mean, pre-lacquered or varnished. Look at that varnish, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. I haven't decided. But yeah, so I do little barter and trade. I got some pieces of cedar in here. I've got some all kinds of crap that I got to play with at some point, which I just haven't done yet. Yeah, right. Yeah, this stuff it's expensive. It's from somebody that they work on boats. Look at that. I think that's awesome. I do indeed. So the piano finish is a little gummed up, but I may be able to bring some of that back. Feels like it's pretty dry, so I may be able to do a little work on it without. Oh, no, there's a little bit of gumminess right there. Dag nabbit. Well, you know what? I will just leave it like that, and then I'll go clear coat it. So let's see. What else can we do? We might be able to do another job. Well, here, I'll bring you over here for anybody that hasn't seen my previous videos in regards to this particular machine. This is the adjustable jack that I have in here. This is about I think this is as low as that's as low as it goes. And that will handle, like you saw that, what is that, 3/4 inch? Yeah, that's, about 3/4 of an inch thick here. Usually what I use for my build plate is this piece of floor tile, because this is really hard to cut and burn, and I can use isopropyl alcohol to get rid of my pencil lines. So I can actually line up my project here. So if I'm doing a batch job, all I got to do is put it in the same spot, run that, do another one, run that. So it gives me an edge to work from. So it's actually pretty cool. It's worked really, really well, to be honest. Turn the laser off. Don't want to stick your fingers in with the laser. So yeah, that jack that's in there, I got that for $20 when I actually had a couple extra dollars. We also have a journal, which actually we could burn this real quick. This is something I actually do need to do. This is my laser journal, and I could, Kelly might recognize this. Kelly, do you recognize this? I bet you do. Let's use a roll of tape as our spacer. That way we get it flush to the gantry. And we get the laser off, but we are not unlocked. So we're going to go and unlock this. And then we're going to bring this over here, and we're going to see if we're too far up. We are just a little bit too far up. So I'm probably going to have to take this back out again, because this is pretty thick. So that's right. The military record book. They have them for sale on Amazon.com. And let me tell you, when I saw that, I about freaked. I was like, oh, I love me some of those. So yes, I did pick up some. God, this was probably a year ago now. But when I noticed them, I was just like, oh yeah, I want that. I want that. So I got that because I could. Let's see. See if we can crisp the edge on this. Nope. We didn't. Nope, we didn't again. Oh, wait, did we get it done? No, we didn't. Wow. My aim sucks today. Woohoo, we got it. All right, so we want it right there. Close enough? I know. No, actually, yes. It does come pre-redacted, just in case. You just have to be careful where you're writing. You want to make sure that you write in an area, so like if it's important, that way it can be redacted. So you were asking, the build volume on this is probably about 13 inches. 13 by like 10, I think. 13 by 9 as it sits right now. If I cut this back, then I could actually get probably a 12 by 12. So, just so you know. Oh, what size is this freaking logbook? I forget. Let's call it 5 1/4. Oh, I just moved it. Damn it. The question is, yeah, I did. I'm gonna have to do that again. 5 1/4 by 8. Son of a bitch. Oops, sorry. Kid friendly. I gotta do this all over again. Woohoo! I caught something on fire. All right, there we go. So 5 1/4 by, I said 8, right? Oh my God. I'm gonna like lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. Ooh, no. Yes, 5 1/4 by 8. That's enough of that. 5 1/4 by 8. 5 1/4 by 8. Let's get this plaque out of my way because I gotta go paint that. 5 1/4 by 8. I need to open up Inkscape. Yeah, actually, Kelly, I usually do that on the tile. But since I'm doing this and I don't really care if I burn holes in it, I'm fine with it. So we want 5.25 by, oops, no, I don't want that, by 8. Done. Oh my God. I just realized that I printed this last job in inches and it did it. It's not supposed to do that. It's only supposed to do millimeters. So it must have converted it automatically. Huh, that's funny. Wow, that was a bad mistake. That could have gone horribly wrong, but it didn't. So, yay for me. All right, so this is, let's give ourselves, well, I don't really care. Why am I don't care. Let's just get rid of these. Should we find a picture to engrave on here? Oh, yeah, I got to be a lot more careful this time, actually. So that's a good point. I'm going to do half power this time. Yeah, that was funny. Steal the slate tiles. Dude, I'm telling you, that would be somewhat. I'd be like, would I get some notoriety points for that? I bet I would. I can see you, so I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm working on this at the same time. So let's see if we can't find something cute to put on here. All right, so what image do we want to put on a logbook? This is for the laser log. Like laser projects. And then we'll do log underneath it. And we'll center that, and then we'll find a font that works. So let's do something classy. Oh my God, really? There we go. Let's do a big beefy font like Berlin. I don't like that. That actually looks like crap. Let's try something different. Bernard. Well, I did just get done watching Westworld. Laser project. No, that looks like Studio 54. Not really. Not feeling it. Ooh, what's that? Algerian. Hey, that's not too bad. It looks horrible. I love it. Let's do that. Let's do Algerian. I don't know why I feel like doing it, but bloop, 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 bloop. All right. Actually, you know what? I could be silly. Let's go and see if there's a, what is that military font called? Like Stencil? I think it's called Stencil. Let's look it up and see if they got one in here. Stencil. Stencil. Oh, it's right there. Boom. All right, we'll go with that. We're doing stencil. For Mad Comics for Shatner sitting on his chair. Yeah. Captain's Log, Star Trek. Ooh. That you're onto something. I kind of like that idea. I'm a big Picard fan. Just saying. We got to go to the top. So we're going to go right to there because we want to make sure we stay way out of this area. And we got to find a log. Let's find, let's do like a, I don't know, what are we looking for? Captain Picard laser. I wonder if we could find something like that. Or, ooh, how about the, I like this better, Star Trek insignia. Oh, classified? Okay, I can go with that. We can do that too. All right, so we've got the comm badge insignia. I like that. I'm definitely using it. So we're going to copy that. And we're going to paste that in. Boom. Oh my God, that's huge. Look how big that is. We make that smaller because we got to fit our classified on there. All right, so now we're going to go bloop. Come on, get up there. Oh, I'm hitting the control button instead. That's funny. Is that too audacious? I think I like it. And then, last but not least, we're going to do the there we go. Because we can do it. Because we're allowed. So we're going to use the last one. Oh, you know what? It's right there. I can just click on it. Is this getting crazy? So what I got to do with this first is I got to actually go to path, and I'm going to have to trace this. Let's update it. Oh, it's not in color. What am I doing? Brightness cutoff. Let's try that. No. Let's do edge detection. What does that give me? I think I could be okay with that. What do you think? Should we do the outline? Oh, okay. All right, so you gave me another idea. All right, so we're going to put this in here with just outline. And then I'm going to do something different here. I'm going to get rid of this. And what I'm going to do is import let's see. We're going to import that. I'm going to make it small so we can fit it on here. Oh, we're having way too much fun now. Oh, yeah. And then what we'll do is we're going to rotate this 90 degrees. And we're going to put it right here, but we're going to do a path first. Trace. update. Let's do brightness cutoff. Wow, that didn't work at all. Let's try that. Wonder if I can do it this way. Oh yeah, there we go. I think this will work. And say okay. And then we'll get rid of that. And we will move this over here. And we will move this one over here and delete it. And I don't know if this has a line on it, but it looks very much like it has a line. So let's go to Object and edit, view, layer, ungroup. I don't think it's going to let me do it though. No, it didn't. Is there a crop tool in here? Where's my croppy tool? I don't know. I think I'm just going to have to go with it like that. And then we'll put that in there. And this will be the little, little insignia on the comm badge, which I think could be fun. These are happy little trees. All right, how's that? All right. Now, I think what we could do is we'll bring this down just a touch. I know they always say go for the top, but I'm still going to stay closer to the top, but I want to go right down there. And we'll leave it at that. I like it. I like it a lot. Save. I'm going to call this the No Foreign Green Book. Haha. Because we can. And we just did. And we're happy. And we're going to open that. This might take a second. It's N for no foreign. Bazinga. For CNC work and both metric and standard measurements. Googly eyes. That's not a bad idea at all. Actually, I should have googly eyes because then I could use them, make them look like rivets, just like Punish Props. They do that. Outline of the channel logo would be great. Okay, I already did that. Sorry. Rereading. All right. We're doing this. 300 millimeters per second. Power switch is on. We are at half of the power that we were doing with the wood. The wood. We're going to bring that down just a tiny bit more because that's almost cardboard. And we are going to go with raster engrave. So, if you guys want to see me mess up, this is the good time to do it as any because I got to do some live adjustments just in case. So let's bring this down, down. Okay. Now you can see it. I'll fire my laser. That's right. Ooh. I don't know if it's burning or not. Oh, it is. Ooh, it's doing a splendid job too. Give it a little bit more heat. Oh yeah, no, that stuff loves it. I'm actually burning right through the surface. You can't really see it because it's white under that. So I apologize. I guess I probably should have painted it or something first, but it would take the fun right out of it. Oh. Why does it sound like it's burning through? Oh, good grief, that scared me. It's not. Okay. Ow. I got to ground my laser better. It just zapped me. Went a little too deep. That's better. Nice. Yeah, I opted to leave that outline on there. I don't know. I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess. Ow, that freaking hurt, dude. That freaking laser's running and it zapped me. I need a better earth ground, I think. Wow, you can so totally not see that. It like does nothing for you, does it? Yeah, right? No, I don't have any tats on my hands. I can make some with this, though. Actually, you can kind of see it. I can sort of see it on there. You can see that there's something there. It looks like a discoloration. Pew, pew. It doesn't help that there's schmutz on the window. Pork skin. Yeah, but it doesn't heal, so I don't know. Is that a valid test? You make the border outline shape of the book non-engravable so it will center art easier. In a manner of speaking, basically what I typically do, depending on the job, some jobs have a 3/4 inch border around them like the plaques do. So what I'll do is I actually use the overall dimensions, and then in the actual Inkscape, when I'm setting it up, I kind of use my guide rulers and move them in 3/4 of an inch. That way I know what my actual perimeter is. And then I engrave that. In terms of borders, you can do different types of borders too. I mean, what I'm doing now is it takes the longest because this is considered a raster engrave. So it's doing it line by line. If I really had wanted to, I could have found a way to rip that apart in photo or on Paint Shop, or not Paint Shop, paint.net, and I could have gotten rid of that border and it would have gone a lot faster. But I kind of liked it, so I opted to keep it. But yeah, if I had set it up separately, I could have done it as a vector engrave, which would have taken a lot less time because it's like a single or a double pass and it's done. If that answered the question you were asking. Yeah, you really can't see that, can you? I don't really have a way to make that look better. I mean, I can see it, but I mean, it's very weak. Start engraving the art at 00. If you want art centered, you have to move home. Okay, well, it depends on the material you're using. So, for example, if you have like a 12 by 12 tile, and you know that you only need like a 4 by 4 space on that tile, what you can do is you can define your working area as 4 by 4, and then you just have to set your top left corner as 00. So, because it doesn't care where 00 is. 00 is wherever you put the laser. So when I was saying that I had to unlock the rail, once the K40 Whisperer program acknowledges there's a laser connected to it, it locks the rails in position at what it considers to be 00, which is the top left at where the end stops are. So that is the defined 0 point as a standard. Once I unlock the rail and move the laser to a position, then it defines it as 00 wherever I stop moving it. Yes, to a degree. But again, like I said, it's on this machine, it's not as robust as like on other machines. On bigger machines, you have a much better, or there's some machines that'll actually detect your 00. And then there's others that you can define it. I think you can define it even on the ones that detect your material. But on this way, you pretty much have to tell it where 00 is. So for me, that's why I do the test burn. And I creep up on the corner as close as I can get. And then once I just barely touch the corner with the laser, then I call that 00. But like you said, I mean, I could define 0, 0 anywhere I want on the material. So really depends on how you want to do it. But yes, you can define the workspace size. So that's really all that matters. So the laser doesn't care how big something is, as long as you define the working area. So like the working area on this right now is defined as like 5¼ by 8. So it understands that that's the size. But if I was to go, in the positive from 0, 0, and I say I had a piece that went to 9 inches instead of 5¼ it would still try to burn that. Wow, that does sound like an awesome upgrade, really. Yeah. Well, see, for me, doing laser stuff, if I'm doing a black piano finish, is it gonna recognize that as a material, or is it gonna think there's nothing there? Other lasers too will adjust their focal point based on the height of the material as well. Because if I did like a matte black finish oh, okay. But then you'd also have to change the color scheme of your background, wouldn't you? So like whatever your scratch plate is. I know our spoil board on our old CNC machine was MDF, and we had a tool that actually would carve the surface to make sure it was flat periodically. Then we'd have to just remic it and make sure it was set to 0 on the Z. Use a sheet of paper for color change. Oh, that's cool. So basically, if the paper is slightly bigger than the part you're cutting, it'll go up to that and be like, oh, there's my 0, 0, and then it'll figure out how big or what the orientation is after that. I think that's what you're saying. That's pretty cool. I totally forgot about the words at the bottom of this. I'm so glad that it actually is burning above it. The sheet on top of the material, corner to corner, and it finds it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think you can kind of see the letters now as it's burning. Can't believe it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, though. I mean, I'm usually awake anyway, but. Hey! It is Ron, the Canadian Maker Project, whose logo is indeed on my wall. So if you did not know, it is there. If you need proof, I can show you. I know. Well, just been busy with new job, working late hours, so I usually sleep through most of the hangouts these days, unfortunately. Not by choice, more by necessity, because I'm old and fat and I need lots of sleep. I do need to do a video of my wall. I include it periodically, but if you have not seen it, let me try to get this. There you go. See, you're up there. Big as life. It's I'm working on getting as much different types of stuff as I can. Oh, thank God. But yeah, I can definitely do that. I got to get a bunch of stuff together for that. But yeah, I can do that. It's actually something I've been planning on doing. I've got a couple more hex tiles I need to make differently, and I just haven't had a chance to do those yet because I pretty much have no money and I suck at pretty much everything. So I'm trying to learn as I go. Just look at that. I know, I still got to go outside and put clear lacquer on this thing, too. But Ron hasn't seen the project yet that we just got done burning. I'm thinking we should show him, huh? Because we made a birthday present for Mommy. Well, for my wife, but we call her Mommy. Oh, look how close that is. Hold on. Let me back up so you can try to get a better view. There you go. Ta-da! Hopefully she likes it. I think it's pretty cool. I'm gonna put this back on one of the best investments I ever made for these paint style projects. And if you don't have them, you really need to get some. These things are awesome. The little pointy things that you can put your wet pieces on and actually do work with. So if you've not got a pair of some of those, I recommend to have them in your toolbox because they're awesome. Petri dishes for pandemic. There's been some really cool stuff coming out lately for the tabletop again. Tabletop is making a comeback. Oh, and don't forget, if you have enjoyed this stream and you found it remotely interesting, or if you're just a glutton for punishment, please make sure to like that, hit the thumbs up thing or the thumbs down thing, and consider subscribing and hitting the bell. This has been a public service announcement. Okay, I'm done. See, now that's something I would love to get, because I think Petri dishes are made out of borosilicate glass, are they not? It's a non-reactive glass. Laboratory grade, high temperature. So yeah, I would think they'd be made out of borosilicate. They would be really cool to try and do some laser engraving on. I may have to find one. Oh, please do. You can always thumb me down. That's fine. I like thumbs, period. There's no such thing as a bad thumb. Up or down. Oh, you got plastic? Oh, I could burn that too. Actually, I could probably cut it. So if I had I'd look around here and see if we got any Petri dishes floating around. I bet we do. I'd have to go into the actual laboratory, though, which is next door, and go dig through there and see if there's anything I can cut on. With the happy little trees and the clouds. Look at those clouds. The dancing clouds. They're very, very happy clouds. Just little wisps here. We'll take a brush and just kind of go across it. Just lightly. You don't want to get too crazy with it. But you can be as crazy as you want because it's good art. Art is what you make it. Art is good. Lasering happy little numbers and stencils. Look at the little clouds, the little wisps that are forming as I watch the laser going across. Yeah, it's just going right there, right up. Yeah, just like that. It looks so nice. I'm going to add a little bit of green to this. That little earth tones. We'll just take our little scraper knife. Don't forget to whack the brush. Yeah, that is a good point. Do that. You gotta make you wonder how he didn't get sick from all that turpentine that he must have used. Because he didn't wear gloves, man. That was a lot of turpentine. Or acetone, I'm not sure. No, it must have been turpentine because I think he used like wood and plastic pallets, I think, didn't he? Or did he only use wood pallets? I can't remember. Ooh. Man, I think back to doing oil painting, man, and that's like amazing. Don't get me wrong. I always liked that smell of turpentine. I don't know why. It's just something oddly comforting about it. All right. It's almost done. We're just finishing the, I think we're finishing the no foreign part or classified part. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Nope. I think we're finishing the, nope, no foreign was already done. So we're on the classified side. Oh, good God, dude. Oil paint, that's one of the things. It really doesn't ever dry, depending on how thick you put it on. Really? See, I would have never guessed that. Why would you burn your paintings, though? It seems like a real depressing thing to do. Imagine they'd be worth quite a bit, though. I actually do have a friend whose name is that. Well, not Bob Ross, but pretty close to that. And he's actually a very good artist, and he does a lot of really cool stuff in the New York area. Actually, you can look him up. His name is Rob Boss, and which is funny. And he actually does quite a lot of contract work and commissions. So he does some really creative stuff with like truck tailgates and furniture, and he does some spray paint work, and he's done some vehicles, and he does all kinds of stuff. I want to burn some more wood. And definitely don't ever forget to give Bobby Duke some love too. He is amazing. I love watching his stuff. Only about 5 Bob Ross paintings out there. That is very interesting, like trivia. It's like right up there with saying that like Bob Ross was like a high-ranked sniper in Vietnam. Well, yeah, but it's wrapped in something. I don't know what that canvas material is actually made out of that's on the cover of this. Nice. 10 monochromes based on old Native American photos of the chiefs. That's pretty cool. Oh, like lithophanes or like paintings, like monochrome paintings? Oh, shit. We're getting too close. Oh. I hope that's almost done. Nice. I haven't done an oil painting in, oh my God, I don't even know. It's been more than 20 years. Oh, thank God. Okay, we're good. And our project is complete. Yeah, I used to use acrylics a lot because acrylic was way easier to work with, in my opinion, because oils were just really expensive at the time. But that actually came out really, really well. I was a little deep at the beginning though, so you can see where it hit the cardboard. But I mean, after fixing it, that is awesomeness right there, plain and simple. Right? I don't know that I'd say it's strange, but yep, this is that sort of an original. The Star Trek insignia is definitely not. That was a direct rip-off of somebody else's work, which I could have done, but it was so much easier just to steal it and use it for my own personal gains, my evil intentions. But now we have the Laser Projects log that is classified no foreign, which, yeah, if you can read that, classified no foreign. Yeah, I mean, that's what I love about this thing. Is it's just so much. It's so like just awesome to just play with. And I haven't found anything really that I can't work on yet. Hi, I'm up here. See, my eyes, they're up here. So, yeah, I've got to go spray some varnish now. So I think I'm gonna have to like get off because I have no other projects right now. Your lungs could not cope. Ah, yeah. No, I have given myself a headache though. So I'm trying to avoid direct eye contact with the laser products. So, pew pew. Yeah, it's not good for your eyeballs. Yeah. Try this. Hold on. Let me move you guys over here so I can actually get to the keyboard. Let's see. Copy. Und paste. Und pasten stuffen. Enter. Oh, wow. That is actually really cool. You know what would be really cool though is doing that in like a like different colors of acrylic. That would be pretty slick. Hold on, let me move this over here so we can share the screen. That way I can see what you guys are saying. So is the next project going to have you do oil painting? Yeah, DIY LASIK. I like that. Me? Oh, I don't think I'm going to do oil painting. Are you kidding me? I mean, I could, but I don't know that it would look very nice. What am I looking at here? Oh, hold on. I can't see what I'm looking at. Oh, yeah, you can see it. Okay, good. Loads more of them. I just use laser in the search. Yeah. No, actually, I think that would actually be really cool because you could use like different like acrylics. So like you could do like a smoky acrylic or like a clear acrylic here, and then like continue it and then do some blue acrylic. I mean, there could be a lot of fun with that. Maybe do some red acrylic on the nacelles. I mean, I would do the NCC 1701D myself because I think it's more visually interesting than the original one. I mean, I do like the original Enterprise, but in this particular setup, I think I'd like the D a little bit better myself. Well, let's look it up. I want to see, what do we got. Let's do search for laser. Pew. See what we come up with. Laser cat. Nope, definitely not. Mechanical laser show. Definitely not. Laser cut twirl. See, now that's pretty cool. I like that. That could be fun. One hand book holder. Oh, dude, that's freaky. Laser kitty. Laser tie. Laser cutting material template. That's kind of cool. I'd love to do some of these, like the Star Trek versions of those. Loads more of them. Okay. I'm just making sure nobody typed anything while I was away from the screen. Let's see what we got. Laser candle holder, laser bowl, laser cut Arduino enclosure. I actually did my own laser cut thing not that long ago, but it's no longer attached. Oh, is it attached? I don't know. Where did I put it? Okay. I don't know where I put it. Where did I put it? Oh my goodness, I'm losing my brain. Oh wait, I bet you maybe it's in here. Oh, here it is. Ah, it's in my box of goodies. This is my other experimental box that I'm doing. This is actually something that I was having fun with. This is I think you can see it. I don't know. Hold on. Let me bring up the camera so I can actually see what's going on. Yeah, this is RFID. And if you look right here, I actually did laser cut this on the laser. And then I put in, it's the Adafruit Metro. And yeah, this whole thing I cut on the laser, including the holes. And yeah, it allows it to pass the wires through. So I can actually have it kind of all in one. So that was a fun little project. So yeah, look at that. So yeah, so that's the kind of stuff that I can do with the laser that I've been doing. This RFID card did not do what I had intended it to do, so I actually got another one. This one is slightly different than the other card, and I'm hoping this one's going to do what I want it to do, because I was unable to read a card that I was trying to read, because I want to copy my access card onto one of these, and then I can laser engrave it so I know which one it is. But it's only for my personal use. It's not for like something like, crazy. And it's stuff that I already have access to anyway. But I was also considering doing some RFID stuff around the lab. So if I'm not here, you can, walk up with something like an RFID reader of some sort. And yeah, maybe have the robot say something. I don't know. So I'm just doing a bunch of things. All right, Ron. Well, thanks for coming in, buddy. Right? Yuck. I cannot afford a new hard drive right now. I can't even afford a roll of toilet paper. Well, I mean, that's part of normal shopping stuff. So, yes, I can. But all right. Well, I got a couple more minutes. So let's look at some more of these laser things. Laser cut skill badge. That's cool. Laser cut roll top box. That's neat, actually. Laser cut jewelry boxes. That could be fun. I actually see a lot of use for that. That would be kind of neat to do. What else? Laser cut rotary attachments, tube mounts, engraver, dice tower, cube puzzle. Oh, ooh, laser cut cardboard version of the TARDIS. Oh, I'm still looking at that one. I am definitely looking at that one. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Dude, hats off to you, Mr. T4 O'Brien. That is a freaking awesome design. And I will be downloading that right now. Thank you very much. Come again. All right. Anybody got anything else crazy and fantastical before I jump off? Because it has been a wonderful evening with you all. And as much as I love hanging out with you, at some point, I have to go to bed, which means that at some point, I have to lacquer this so I can go to bed. Haha. Well, Kelly, thank you again. And that's a double thank you, and you know why. And for the rest, everybody else, I love having you guys here. So thanks for supporting me all these years. And yeah, 6 a.m., go to bed, dude. And like I said, a lot of love to you. So you guys have an awesome night. And I will try to do another stream again real soon. So I'll see you later.